Placements on the tongue, action by the limbs, and intention in our hearts. When someone say, we say definition of Iman. Definition of Iman means we say La ilaha illallah with our tongue, and then we do actions, Salah, Zakah, Siyam, all these things, coming to masjid, reciting Quran, all these actions. So those are actions. And also we believe in our heart. The intention, that this is the intention, I say, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, the heart intent. So these are the three things that combines the Iman. And intention is the controller of tongue and limbs. What does it mean by that? So, whatever your tongue is saying, whatever your hands is doing, your feet is doing, before that you have the thing inside your mind. See, this morning when you wake up from bed, you decided, okay, I'm going to masjid now for praying Fajr at 5 o'clock. Before 5 o'clock, I have to reach the masjid. You have intended. Then you told yourself, okay, now wake up. You went to the toilet, made wudu and everything. You did the action. So the intention is the controller of tongue and the limbs of your body. And also, the intention can be multiple of reverse based on one single action. What do I mean by this one? Suppose a brother, I give you the same example, a brother come to the masjid and then he went to do the wudu. After wudu he came inside and he prayed 2 rakah. But he intended this 2 rakah is the 2 rakah of Fajr. This 2 rakah is the Tahiyatul Masjid. This 2 rakah is the 2 rakah of wudu. With the one intention, only 2 rakah, he can do 3 multiple things. Suppose a brother came, another brother, and he came and sit down here waiting for the prayer, waiting for the sheikh to start the Jama. And he's intended in his heart that I'm waiting here 5 minutes, I'll do ihtikaf. 5 minutes, I'm not going to talk to anybody. For 5 minutes, he'll do ihtikaf. I'm waiting here for the Jama. I'm waiting here to read some Quran. But what he's doing, his action is only one. He's only sitting here, but his intention is multiple, and it can be rewarded at the same way if he's sincere. So, intention can be multiple, but action can be one or less. Also, the statements and action are limited by your ability. You can do so much with your hand and your tongue, but with your intention, you can reach so many things. Suppose a brother doesn't have too much of money to give sadaqah and everything, but he intended, Ya Allah, whenever I will have money like this brother, I will spend it more like this. And he did it sincerely. Even if he didn't have money, even if he died next day, Allah will accept it from him. Some brother said, okay, I will start memorizing the Quran. And he started, sincerely, and he's going one by one. But because of his different situation, or maybe he fallen sick or something, he couldn't finish it, or maybe he passed away, or whatever reason it happened, for next 2-3 years he couldn't do it. But Allah will reward him like this. So our intention has much limitless thing that our hands and tongue can do. That's what it means by here. Now the example of entry, this is the example that a lot of scholars give. And this is also depends on the intention. So one of the sheikh asked, one of the students asked his sheikh, sheikh, if a person, a kafir, he spends 70 years of his life. Suppose he became adult on 15 years, then the rest of the 55 years he was a kafir. So when he died, he will go to Jahannam, as we know. But he was a kafir for 55 years. Why Allah is going to put him Jahannam for the rest, the whole thing, like entirely, forever, Khalidina fiha. Allah said Khalidina fiha, right? He will be in a Jahannam for the whole time, the entirety, the eternity. So why is that? Because he was kafir for 55 years. Because his intention was to be kafir for the lifelong. So if he had stayed, if he had alive for another 70 years, or 100 years, or 200 years, he would be like kafir like this, because his intention was this. Same thing for the believers also. A man became concerned about the Islam at the age of 25, for example. Like Umar ibn Khattab. Umar ibn Khattab, he became a Muslim at the age of 27 or 28. This age he became a Muslim. Before that he was not a Muslim, as we all know that. And suppose, he said oh Allah Ta'ala, I will do whatever I can do. So in 3-4 years he passed away. But he will be in the Jannah forever. Why? Because his intention was pure, that if I live whatever life Allah has given me, I will stay and I will follow the Quran and the Sunnah. And because of that, because based on his intention, Allah will put him in the Jannah for the eternity. So this is so important that all these things are linked with this hadith. So that's why we are talking about all these actions, all the powerful intention that we have in our hearts. The last thing for today, the story of Muhajir Qais. So some scholars said this hadith is related to a story. What is the story? There was a Muhajir. Muhajir means a Sahaba from the Makkah. So he like someone in Makkah, in Medina, that lady name was Qais. That lady's name was Qais, and that lady Qais, she said, yes, I am ready to marry you, but you have to come, you have to leave Makkah and come Medina. I cannot leave Medina and go to Makkah. So she was a bold lady. She didn't want to leave his motherland or whatever. He said, no, you come here, and I will get married. So that Sahaba went from Makkah to Medina, and she married Qais. And a lot of scholars say this story is linked with this hadith because Rasulullah said, whoever makes hijrah for the dunya or to marry some woman, he will be rewarded like that. And whoever did the hijrah for the Allah and His Rasul, he will be rewarded. But this story is true. There was a Sahaba named Muhajir Qais. The story is not false, it's an authentic story. But the linking of this story with this hadith, it is not authentic. There is no narration, nowhere anything is said. Because of this incident, Rasulullah said this hadith, no. But the story itself is true. So if and the other scholars find out, they explain, no, there is no linkage between this story and the hadith. So I think inshallah we'll finish it here today, and inshallah next week we'll talk more about the intention and how from this hadith, as the scholar says, we can derive so many fiqh, so many other aspects of Islam. We'll talk about them inshallah ta'ala. Jazakallahu khair wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.